Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Walking Mandu, back again with Wrench Trench Garage. And I gotta work today, so I don't plan on doing a whole lot today. But there's a few things that I do want to get done. As of yesterday, yes, I did end up getting to the baseball game. I was a touch late, but you know, I ended up going, watched the whole game. Had a good time, you know, all that good stuff. Invited some friends over, you know, blah blah blah. But but as you can see, the Tundra's pretty dirty, even though the interior is actually pretty clean now. Got all that stuff done. Showed you that yesterday, but you know, I didn't put all of the stuff back together. Like, you know, there's still some stuff in here. Here. Oops. There's peanuts from the baseball game, and yeah, it looks like I gotta vacuum that now. And I'll just give the truck another once over, and you know, see it's dusty and dirty, so we're gonna go ahead and wash the truck today, wash the wheels, get the wheel wells done, and we're just gonna kind of clean this bad boy up a little bit and put the rest of the stuff in there. And right now it's about 10:30. I got a little bit of a late start. I was up a little late, and yeah, I know I look a little rough, but my truck don't care. I'll be shaved and pretty and clean before work. But anyhow, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead and back this thing up, break out the old power washer, and I'm gonna get this thing back to clean and pretty again. And yeah, you guys get to watch on the time lapse. So that's the first thing on the agenda today. See you in a bit. Alright guys, well sorry, I didn't mean for this to like turn into like an all-day event of me like straight up detailing the truck. But I tell you what, man, you can't argue with them results. I tell you that's it's a pretty clean ass truck right there. I still have some more I do have some more things that I want to do to get this truck really immaculate the way I'd like it to be. Mice or no mice. But anyway, yeah, I ran out of tire cleaner because my dad keeps coming around and stealing all my tire foam, and you know, so my tire foam keeps going bye-bye. So it's off to the store. I got to get tire foam. I need to get some more tough stuff, and I need to get a cabin air filter because that just needs to get done. And then I think I'll be done with the truck. But I believe I've run out of time because I have to work tonight, and eventually I have to get some kind of sleep. To recap, get the truck really nice and detailed the way I want it. I like to get rims and tires for it. I like to get the interior really clean. I like to get everything just really almost perfect on the truck as much as possible. Daily the Jeep, sell the Z, finish the Mustang so it can come out, and also get cranking on my little street rod back there. These two guys here, part out. Of course, I still need to get around to the trailer. I have so much that I have to do with my own stuff. But my neighbors. So I got so much stuff that I have to do that I wanted to get done by October, so that I can do, so that by the time 2019 comes around, I'd like to be really like 50 to 75% done with it, because I really want to take it to Texas 2K. As you know, I just want to do that. That is something that I've just been wanting to do. I want to take it to Texas 2K, and then I'd like to go and re-clean it one good time, and then take it out to SEMA. Of course, it's not like going to be a SEMA caliber vehicle, but I'd love to take it out there and just kind of ride around with the rest of the awesome vehicles and do that. But I know I'm probably gib-gabbing again, going on and on again. But those are my plans. That's it for so far. But I gotta run to the store. Gotta grab the things that I told you about a second ago. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, guys. Well, like I said before, it's a couple days later after washing the truck. And you know what? This one time I washed the truck, I decided I was gonna go ahead and Rain-X the windows. Never used the Rain-X treatment, so I followed the instructions and I put Rain-X on it. And holy crap, where was this stuff all of my life? It's probably been there all of my life, but what in the world was I thinking not using it? The stuff is awesome. Rain-X on your windshield. I don't think I have even used my windshield wipers yet, because I've had the stuff on there. The rain just goes right up the top of that thing, gone. And I want to go ahead and thank Motion Auto TV for one of the videos they had on using Rain-X. And you know, that kind of just triggered me to say, yeah, you know what, I'll throw it on there. Wow, that stuff is awesome. Pedro is back over here. And plans for Pedro, I do want to black out this grill. I do want to go back and repaint Pedro. He's going to go back to white. I do want something a little bit tougher for these side skirts that are on here. The interior is actually okay. I mean, this interior is made to be tough. I think it can just be cleaned up. I think I've gone through this thing once before, but it just needs to look at this. There's actually plants, real plants. They're actually at the root here. Plants are growing in Pedro. this poor truck. So I'm gonna have to bring Pedro back to life, because I'm gonna go ahead and start dailying Pedro. The Tundra is gonna see. It's not gonna be not driven. It's just gonna see less miles than what it sees now. It's probably just gonna be a trade-off between Pedro and the Tundra, for me to, you know, for me to save some mileage on the Tundra, because there's a few plans that I have for that too. But anyway, as discussed before. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get to work. I'm gonna do something today, some sanding or something. So you guys, thanks for sitting through all my jib jab and all my talking and stuff. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys. So I'm back in the shop, and as you can see behind me, it is a stone cold mess once again. Well, this is always gonna be like for everything. I understand, that's just shops. But one of the tricks that I like to do one of the tricks that I do when I walk into the shop and it's just overwhelming and I really don't know where to start, the best thing to do is just clean the shop. So that's what I'm gonna do. I know usually I don't start clean. Usually I clean the shop after the job, and when all the cars are out and I have plenty of room, I'll clean up then. But this is a extra long project, and you know, this is just kind of messing with me a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean the table off. Right, clean that table off. Set the bumpers on the table. Set that stand up and put the hood, or put the fenders on the stand, because I need to go over those one more time. Start on my air compressor and get that in the working condition that it needs to. I bought all those parts for it, so I guess it's time to go ahead and start putting it together and start blowing away all of this dust and crap around here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know if I'm gonna time lapse that, but I'm definitely gonna go ahead and clean up, and by that time it'll probably be dark. So I'll see you when it's dark. Later. Alright guys, well I'm all done kind of moving stuff around in the shop. Kind of made myself a little bit of room, brought in a trash can to kind of help me get stuff thrown out. But now that I got some room to move around, basically I just kind of piled everything up over here for now, and a little bit in between the cars right there, to just kind of give me some space to kind of move around a little bit and kind of make me think. So yeah, it always works whenever you kind of clear out your area, at least your work area where you're going to be doing stuff, to kind of help you kind of get a gauge on where you want to be at with this thing. So the first thing I'm actually really going to do is, after kind of clearing this area out, I forgot all about this little engine stand box, and I do have that engine inside the house that my wife is jumping all over me to get out of the house. So this is the engine to the project car. So I'm going to go ahead and build this first. I'll go ahead and time lapse the build. And also the other thing that I want to do is, like I said before, is go through and get the air compressor functional. Now, if you don't know anything about this air compressor, or if you didn't watch any of the other videos or anything like that, basically it's a Husky 80-gallon air compressor, and I got it on Craigslist. I bought it for 400 bucks. It's pretty much a steal. The guy said his father owned it, and unfortunately he passed away, and he had no need for this thing, so he sold it to me for 400 bucks. And I drained all the water out of it. It was pretty nasty. It's been sitting a little bit, so hopefully it's not too rusted and it blows up or something. So we all know that it can be dangerous, but I really think it's going to be fine. He's had it for a little while, but it works. I've had it hooked up. Mike came and ran the power to it, so it does run. It does work. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a little bit low on oil. It needs to be filled up at the top of that little red dot there. So I bought some oil. You saw that in the tool haul video. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and put this bad boy together. The retail on these things is between 800 and like 1,200 bucks. So I got this for a good price. So yeah, enough of the jabbering again. So I'm gonna go ahead and build this thing, put it in the corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and arrange my fenders where I can get to sanding them. And before I start sanding them, I'm going to make the Husky functional, the Husky thing functional. And also I'm gonna go ahead and the hose reel right here, I'll probably put it somewhere right above this thing. I'm gonna have to find a good spot to plant that thing. So that'll be the other move there. So yeah, basically I just want some hoses and stuff so I can go ahead and start blowing off the car and blowing off some of these pieces here, and then I can go ahead and give them a good wash down and then start the Bondo and putty and all that good stuff. So it's gonna be tedious. So I'm hoping this video doesn't run too long, but sit back. I'll be right back. First of all, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox this thing. And also doing this, I'm kind of clearing out just a little bit more trash that's in the shop. So I'm gonna mess with this a little bit. it is, guys. It's all built. So I now have another jack stand, and it's gonna go right over here in this corner. Battery's starting to die in this thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna charge the battery on this camera real quick, and then I'll go ahead and set my stuff up for the Husky, and then I'll go ahead and we can go through building that thing. So see you in a bit. We're gonna go ahead and start on this Husky air compressor. I went ahead and took this drain valve out of the box, out of the packaging, and then that's the first thing I'm gonna put on. Alright guys, so here's a close-up shot of my basic setup. Basically, I just used this Husky brand setup here and brought it all the way up under there, and just basically just screw that thing on. So easy peasy. So now I have a little valve where I can open and close, so I can drain this thing into a little bowl or bucket or something. A lot easier than just getting under there. I can just kind of get down, get to the valve, open it, close it, drain it. So now I'm happy. Alright guys, so we got this thing topped out right where it's supposed to be, right at the top of the thing. And we're just gonna flip it on real quick. Seems to be running okay to me. So yeah, let's go ahead and put our fittings on, and then we can really test this thing out. So let's start here. First thing I want to do is I got this set up here with the little valve on there, but I have a valve. So basically all I really wanted was the fittings. So I'm going to start with this reducer fitting here, and then I'm going to use the double male end fitting, and then I'm going to put on the water separator filter, and then I'm going to use that secondary fitting right here, and that way I can go ahead and put on my hose, and then I can connect like my guns and all that stuff. So we're gonna start. I'm gonna start there. So go little piece by piece. So see you in a bit. All right, guys. Well, right now I got my little filter on there. There's my little hookup with the reducers under here. I actually had to take this little bottom piece apart so I can get it to fit, so I can spin on there, because it kept hitting the tank. But you know, I just took the little piece underneath off and then wound it around and then put it back on. So now we're good. Alright, so back with the unboxing. We're going to, let's go ahead and do this. Now like I said, I think from the last video, this one was like $64.99. I was looking at the Harbor Freight ones, and they're like $59.99. So for the difference of like $5, this was pretty awesome right here. It does the same thing. Husky brand, pretty cool, and it's got the right color. I like that little neon green thing. It's beautiful. So yeah, we got this. Let's go ahead and pull this thing out of here. Alright guys, so I've managed to pull this thing out of the box, and here's your lead. This is the retractable line here, self-retracting. This line here leads right into the tank itself. Then you just pull from here. On the back side of it, it has a place to mount it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna mount this thing, and I like it at the front of the shop here, mainly because whenever I get ready to do something out here, or put some tires in, or fill some tires, they can just basically just pull up right here, and I can pull from here right out here. Or if I got to paint something outside, I can do that. So that's why I want it close to the door. So yeah, in this corner here, it should be able to reach just about everywhere in the shop, and I should be able to pull it outside about a good 50 feet. So that I can inflate tires. If there's something I want to paint out there, I can do it. So that's just my whole reasoning for putting it here. So basically, I'm just gonna attach it to that board right there, and we're gonna be done with this thing. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so what we have here is I have this one mounted. I had to use a piece of board here. Basically it's just some extra cut up wood from my shelving, but it's tough stuff. Put a couple of screws in here. It's mounted nice and tight. Seems just gonna go in there, and I have my retractable hose reel. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright guys, so the little hookup is complete. So what I've done is I hooked the line up here, used all my couplers, hooked it up to the board. There's a warning, there's some instructions here that says you gotta connect your coupler, which I did. The desired, let's see, install the hose, connect desired coupler or gun or tool, then pull the hose out until the red tape, there was some red tape in there that it was exposed, so I pulled that all the way out, and then you connect to the air source and put it at about 90 psi, which is right about 90 psi. You pull the whole thing out, and then you have to then you can, when you reconnect the hose and you pressurize the line, then you bring everything back in under pressure to keep anything from happening. So there you go. But my other job is here, so I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, I almost forgot that I had a brake job lined up, so I just finished doing that. But yeah, I tell you what, this thing's done. I think I probably showed you, but just in case I didn't. Yeah, water separator comes straight off the valve through the line, and then there will be another separator on this end for when I get ready to paint. But yeah, look, check it out. El Perfecto. Everything seems to be doing just what it's supposed to do. So, pretty happy about it. That's but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna go take me a little break, and then I'll be back later on this evening, and then we'll get some sanding done, and possibly a little bit of a etch primer on some of these boulder spots on here, and then we'll probably start sanding those down too. So thank you guys for watching. I know this is like a random video. Might have been a lot more talking than doing, so I apologize for that. So alright guys, you have a good one. Wrench Trench out.